Paris would have been something too fair and too good for any lady in Britain. If she went before others I have seen, as that diamond of yours outlusters many I have beheld, I could not but believe she excelled many. But I have not seen the most precious diamond, that is, nor you, the lady.
I praised her as I rated her. So do I my stone.
What do you esteem that?
More than the world enjoys.
Either your paragon mistress is dead, or she's outprized by a trifle.
You are mistaken. The one may be sold or given, the other is not a thing for sale, and only the gift of the gods.
Which the gods have given you.
Which, by their graces, I will keep.
You may wear her entitled yours, but you know, strange fowl may light upon neighboring ponds. Your ring may be stolen, too. So your brace of unprizable estimations, the one is but frail and the other casual. A thief, or that way, accomplished courtier, would hazard the winning, both the first and last.
Your Italy contains none so accomplished a courtier to convince the honor of my mistress. I do nothing doubt you have store of thieves, notwithstanding, I fear not my ring.
Let us leave here, gentlemen.
Sir, with all my heart.
With 5 times so much conversation, I should get ground of your fair mistress. I could go back, even to the yielding. Had I admittance and opportunity to friend.
No! No.
I dare thereupon, upon the moiety of my estate, to your ring, which in my opinion overvalues it something. But I make my wager rather against your confidence than her reputation. And to bar your offense hereunto, I just attempted against any lady in the world.
You are a great deal abused in too bold a persuasion, and I doubt not you sustain what you're worthy of by your attempt.
What's that?
A repulse. Though your attempt, as you call it, deserved more. A punishment, too.
Gentlemen, enough of this. It came into suddenly. Let it die as it was born.
What lady would you choose to assail?
Oh, yours. Whom in constancy you think stands so safe. I will lay you 10,000 ducats, that, commend me to the court where your lady is, with no more advantage than the opportunity of a second conference, and I will bring from thence that honor of hers, which you imagine so reserved.
I will wage against your gold to it. My ring I hold as dear as my finger, 'tis part of it.
You are a friend, and therein the wiser. You buy a lady's flesh at $1,000,000 a dram. You cannot preserve it from tainting. I see you have some religion in you that you fear.
This is but accustoming your tongue.
I am the master of my speeches, and would undergo what's spoken, I swear.
Will you? I shall but lend my diamond till your return. Let us have covenants drawn between us. Only thus far shall you answer. My mistress exceeds in goodness the hugeness of your unworthy thinking. I dare you to this match. Here's my ring.
I will have it no name.
By the gods, it is one. If I bring you no sufficient testimony that I have enjoyed the dearest bodily part of your mistress, my 10,000 ducats are yours. So is your diamond too. If I come off and leave her in such honor as you have trust in, she your jewel, this your jewel, and my gold are yours, provided I have your commendation for my more free entertainment.
I embrace these conditions. Let us have articles between us. If you make your voyage upon her and give me directly to understand you have prevailed, I am no further your enemy. She is not worth our debate. If she remain unseduced, for your ill opinion and the assault you have made to her chastity, you shall answer me with your sword.
Your hand! A covenant. We'll have these things set down in lawful council, and straight away for Britain, lest the bargain should catch cold and starve.
Agreed. Well, this holds with you.
Senor Giacomo will not from it. Pray, let us follow them.
Father cruel and a stepdame false, a foolish suitor to a wedded lady that hath her husband banished. That husband my supreme crown of grief, and those repeated vexations of it. Who may this be? Why?
Madam, a noble gentleman of Rome comes from my lord with letters.
Change you, madam. The worthy Leonatus is in safety and greets your highness dearly.
Thanks, good sir. You're kindly welcome.
Oliver that is out of door most rich. If she be furnished with a mind so rare, she is alone the Arabian bird, and I have lost the wager. Boldness be my friend.
He is one of the noblest note, to whose kindnesses I am most infinitely tied. Reflect upon him accordingly as you value your truest Leonatus. So far I read aloud, but even the very middle of my heart is warmed by the rest and takes it thankfully. You are as welcome, worthy sir, as I have words to bid you.
Thanks, fairest lady. What are men mad? Hath nature give them eyes to see this vaulted arch, and the rich crop of sea and land, which can distinguish twixt the fiery orbs above? And can we not with partitions make spectacles so precious twixt fair and foul?
What makes your admiration?
It cannot be the eye. Apes and monkeys twixt two such sheaves should shatter this way, contend with mouths the other. Nor the appetite, sluttery to such neat excellence opposed, should make desire vomit, emptiness, not so alert to feed.
What's the matter, betrothed?
Cloyed will, that satiate yet unsatisfied desire, that tub, both filled and running, ravening first the lamb, longs after for the
My
garbage.
dear sir, thus raps you. Are you well?
Thanks, madam. Well, beseech you, sir, desire my man's abode where I did leave him. He's strange and peevish.
I was going, sir, to give him welcome. Continues well, my lord. His health is equal.
Well, madam,
Is he disposed to mirth? I hope he is.
exceeding pleasant. Not a own proof what woman is. Yea, but what she cannot but choose be, will's free hours languish for assured bondage.
Will my lord say so?
Aye, madam, with his eyes in flood with laughter. But heavens knows some men are much to blame.
Not he, I hope.
Not he, but yet heaven's bounty towards him might be used more thankfully. In himself 'tis much. In you, which I account his, beyond all talents. Whilst I am bound to wonder, I am bound to pity too.
What do you pity, sir?
Two creatures, heartily.
Am I one, sir? You look on me, what wrath discern you in me deserves your pity.
That others do, I was about to say, enjoy your... But it is an office of the gods to avenge it, not mine to speak of.
Since doubting things go ill often hurts more than to be sure they do. Discover to me what both you spur and stop.
And I, his cheek, to beg your lips upon. This hand, whose every touch would force the fierce soul to loath of loyalty. This object, which takes prisoner the wild motion of mine eye, fixing it only here, should I, damned then, slaver with lips as common as the stairs that mount the Capitol, join grips with hands made hard with hourly falsehood.
My lord, I fear, has forgot to pretend.
And himself, not I, inclined to this intelligence, pronounce the beggary of his change, but 'tis your graces, from my mutinous conscience charged this
Let me
report
hear
out.
no more.
Oh, dearest soul, your cause doth strike my heart, with pity that doth make me sick. Be revenged, for she that bore you was no queen, and you recoil from your great stock.
Revenged? How should I be revenged?
Should he make me live like Diane's priest betwixt cold sheets, whilst he is vaulting variable ramps in your despite upon your purse? Revenge? I dedicate myself to your sweet pleasure, more noble than that blanket to your bed. I will continue fast to your affection, so close as sure.
My hope is on you.
Let me my service tender on your lips.
Wait! I do condemn mine ears that have so long attended me. If thou wert honorable, thou wouldst have told this tale for virtue, not for such an end thou seekest, as base as strange. Thou wrongst a gentleman who is as far from thy reward as thou from honor, and solicits here a lady that stains thee and the devil alike. What ho, Pisanio!
Oh, happy Leonatus! The credit that thy lady hath of thee deserves thy trust and thy most perfect goodness, her assured credit. Give me a pardon. I spoke this to know if your affluence were deeply rooted. And he is one the truest manner. Half all men's hearts are his.
You make amends.
He sits amongst men like a descended god. Be not angry, most mighty princess, that I have ventured to try your taking of a false report. The love I bear him made me to value thus.
All's well, sir.
My humble thanks. I had almost forgot to entreat your grace, but in a small request, and yet a moment too, for it concerns your lord.
Pray, what is?
Some dozen Romans of us, and your lord, the best feather of our wing, have mingled songs to buy a present for the emperor, which I, the factor for the rest, have done in France. 'Tis plate of rare device and jewels, and I am something strange, being curious, to have them in safe stowage. May it please you to take them in your protection?
Willingly, and upon my honor for their safety. Since my lord hath interest in them, I will keep them in my bedchamber.
They are in a trunk, attended by my men. I will send them to you only for this night. I must aboard tomorrow.
No.
Oh, I must, madam. Therefore I shall beseech. If it pleaseth you to greet your lord with writing, do it tonight. I haven't stood my time.
I will write. Send your trunk to me, it shall safe be kept and truly yielded you. You're very welcome. Who's there? My woman, Helen. So pleasing, madam. Pray, what hour is it? Almost midnight. Bed. And if thou canst wake by 4 o'clock, I pray you call me. Sleep hath seized me home. To your protection I commend me, gods. From fairies and the tempters of the night, guard me, beseech you.
Crickets sing, and man's o'erlabored sense repairs itself by rest. O Tarquin, thus softly press the rushes, ere he wakened the chastity he wounded, that I might touch a kiss. One kiss. Rubies on Paragon. How dearly they do it. Oh, my design. To note the chamber. I will write all down. Such and such pictures. There the window, such. The adornment of her bed, the arrows, figures, why, such and such, and the contents of the story. But some natural notes about her body, above 10,000 meaner movables, would testify to enrich mine inventory. O sleep, thou ape of death, lie dull upon her. Come on. Come on. Tis mine. This will witness outwardly, as strongly as the conscience doth within, to the maddening of her lord. On her left breast, a mole, sink-spotted. Here is a voucher stronger than ever law could make. This secret will force him think I have picked the lock and taken the treasure of her honor. No more. To what end? Why should I write this down that's riveted, screwed to my memory? I have enough. To the trunk again. And shut, spring of it. Swift, swift, you dragons of the night. I lodge in fear. Though this heavenly angel, hell is here. 1, 2, 3. Time.
Fear it not, sir. I would I were so sure to win the king again, as I am sure her honor will remain hers.
See, Giacomo. Welcome, sir.
I hope the briefness of your answer made the speediness of your return.
Your lady is one of the fairest I've looked upon.
And therewithal, the best.
Your letters for you.
No tenor good, I trust.
'Tis very like.
Was Gaius Lucius in the Britain court when you were there?
He was expected then, but not approached.
All is well yet. Sparkles this stone as it was wont, or is not too dull for your good wearing.
If I have lost it, I should have lost the worth of it in gold. I'll make a journey twice as far to enjoy a second night of such sweet shortness, which was mine in Britain. For the ring is what?
The stone's too hard to come by.
Not a whit, your lady being so easy.
Make not, sir, your loss your sport. I hope you know that we must not continue friends.
Good, so we must, if you keep covenant. For I now profess myself the winner of her honor, and not the wronger of her or you, having proceeded but by both your wills.
If you can make it apparent that you have tasted her in bed, my hand and ring is yours. If not, the foul opinion you had of her pure honor gains or loses your sword or mine.
Sir, my circumstances being so near the truth as I will make them, must first induce you to believe.
Proceed.
First, her bedchamber, where I confess I slept not.
Oh!
But profess had that was well worth watching. It was hanged with tapestry of silk and silver. The story, proud Cleopatra when she met her Roman, and Cindus swirled above the banks or the press of both.
This is true, and this you might have heard of here by me or by some other.
The more particulars must justify my knowledge.
So they must, or do your honor injury.
The chimney is south of the chamber, and the chimney piece chaste Diane bathing.
This is something which you might from relation likewise reap, being as it is much spoke of.
The roof of the chamber, with golden cherubims is fretted. The andirons, I forgot them, were 2 winking cupids of silver.
This is her honor. Let it be granted you have seen all this, and praise be given to your remembrance. The description of what is in her chamber, nothing saves the wager you have laid.
Then, if you can, be pale, I beg, but leave to air this jewel. See? And now she's up again. You must be married to that your diamond. I'll keep them.
Jove, once more let me behold it. Is it that which I left with her?
Sir, I thank her that. She stripped it from her arm. She gave it me and said she prized it once.
Only maybe she plucked it off to send it me.
Oh, she writes so to you, doth she?
No. 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 'Tis true. Here, take this too. There's a basilisk into mine eye. Kills me to look on it. Let there be no honor where there is beauty. Truth where semblance. Love where there's another man.
Have patience, sir, and take your ring again. It's not yet won. It may be possible she lost it, or one of her women being corrupted had stolen it from her.
Very true. And so I hope he came by it. Back my ring. Render to me some corporal sign of that, or more evident than this, for this was stolen.
By Jupiter. I had it from her arm.
Hark you, he swears. By Jupiter, he swears. 'Tis true. And keep the ring, 'tis true. I am sure she would not lose it. Her attendants are all sworn and honorable. They induced to steal it. And by a stranger. No. He hath enjoyed her. She hath thought the name of whore thus dearly.
Sir, be patient. He's not strong enough to be believed of one persuaded by love.
Never talk on it. She hath been colted by him.
If you seek for further satisfying, under her breast, worthy the pressing, lies a mole, right proud of that most delicate lodging. By my life, I kissed it, and it gave me present hunger to feed again, though full. Do you remember this stain upon her?
Aye. And it doth confirm another stain as big as hell can hold.
Will you hear more?
Spare your arithmetic. Once and a million.
I'll be sworn.
No swearing! If you will swear you have not done it, you lie. And I will kill thee if thou dost deny thou hast made me cuckold.
I'll deny nothing.
Oh, that I had her here to tear her limb meal! I'll go to it in the court before her father. I'll do something!
You have won. Let us follow him and pervert the present wrath he hath against himself.
With all my heart.